Have you ever wondered what life would be like if vaccines were never invented? It's hard to imagine a world where deadly diseases like polio and smallpox are commonplace. But it's a reality for many children who don't have access to vaccines. So let's take a closer look at what life would be like in a world without vaccines, and what we can do to ensure everyone has the protection they need. Well, first off, there would be a lot more people dying from preventable diseases. According to the World Health Organization, vaccines prevent approximately 2 million deaths every year. Measles alone can kill up to 300,000 people a year. And before vaccines were available, it was responsible for 2.6 million deaths annually. Polio can cause paralysis or death, and before vaccines, it was responsible for over 18,000 deaths each year. Smallpox, one of the deadliest diseases in history, could kill up to 300 million people, which is roughly equivalent to the entire population of the United States. But it's not just about the loss of life. The impact of vaccine-preventable diseases goes beyond that. In a world without vaccines, people would be too sick to work and countries would lose valuable members of their workforce. This would lead to decreased productivity and a loss of billions of dollars every year. Additionally, the cost of treating vaccine-preventable diseases would skyrocket, further straining healthcare systems and economies worldwide. Despite the progress we've made in recent years, there are still millions of people around the world who don't have access to vaccines. In countries with limited resources, the impact of vaccine-preventable diseases can be devastating. Before vaccines were widely available, these diseases were the leading causes of death and disability worldwide. If we don't address this issue, we risk losing the progress we've made and allowing these diseases to claim more lives. But the good news is that we can do something about it. By working together, we can ensure that everyone has access to the vaccines they need to stay safe. Through global cooperation and investment in vaccine research and development, we can protect our most vulnerable populations and prevent outbreaks of deadly diseases. One way we can do this is by supporting organizations like the World Health Organization, which works to ensure that everyone has access to the vaccines they need. We can also support groups like Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, which works to immunize children against preventable diseases. It's also important to remember that vaccines save lives. They prevent people from getting sick and dying from preventable diseases. Vaccines are one of the most effective public health interventions ever developed. They help our immune systems fight off diseases by exposing us to small amounts of viruses or bacteria. This allows our bodies to develop immunity without the risk of getting sick. In conclusion, vaccines are a safe and effective way to protect ourselves and our communities from deadly diseases. The impact of not having vaccines would be devastating. Millions of people would die from preventable diseases. Healthcare systems would be overwhelmed and economies would suffer. But we can make a difference. By supporting organizations that work to ensure everyone has access to vaccines, we can protect our most vulnerable populations and prevent outbreaks of deadly diseases. Vaccines save lives. They allow our kids to grow up without the fear of deadly diseases, and they help us all live healthier lives. Let's all do our part to ensure that everyone has access to the vaccines they need. Also, thanks to you all for watching, and stay sciencey.